Hey, welcome to Blue Jacket Apiary. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been out here to the hives, or at least a few weeks since y'all have seen or heard from me. That's okay. I was out sick for about a week. No idea what from, but I'm back. Gonna give the hives a check. Hopefully I think our fall flow is just really starting in my area, so we're gonna take a peek in the hives and see what we can see. Got some activity out here, which is good to see. So we'll see what they're up to. Stay tuned. All right, there's a peek down in our Carniolan hive. First glance, looking down there, everything appears to be okay. Well, they're hard at work. We'll know a little bit more once I get a couple of frames pulled and we'll take a peek. Well, I think my Carniolan swarmed. I could be wrong, but I saw no brood of any kind, none. Zero nada. Although I also didn't see any queen cells that had hatched, or queen cells for that matter of any kind. So maybe they didn't swarm. Maybe this is just this hive dwindling numbers on purpose, getting ready for winter. I don't know. I'm not going to be concerned about it either way. There was a lot of nectar in there waiting to be capped. And I have seen a lot of goldenrod in our area that's going to pop here probably in the next 3 or 4 days, which is good because that means that they'll be able to go out and start putting in some nectar. I saw a significant amount of pollen in there, so they've already been out working. They're already out gathering, getting stuff together. Again, that's good. So we'll see. I'm going to revert. I'm going to pull them down to one box. I had 2 on there. In case the flow started and I wasn't able to get to them in time, so at least they'd have someplace to put all the extra nectar, because I know that the fall flow can be pretty strong. You know, it just sort of depends. Every year's a little bit different, so I was hoping this year would be strong, but I don't think it's started quite yet in our area. Maybe in the next week or so. But like I said, they're already out gathering pollen. I took the second box off, put them down to one box. We're going to take a peek in the Russians. We'll see what they look like. Stay tuned. Well, the Russian hive's been busy. They've pulled, 1, 2, 4 or 5 frames. That's pretty spiffy considering the last time I looked, I don't think they'd drawn but maybe 1 or 2, if that. I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, there's some bees on that frame, but that's okay. This hive's like gotten big. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. That's good stuff. Yeah, see, fresh white comb. That's nice to see. I may leave them the second box on there. They're working on that. That's good to see. I've started on that one. That's okay. Wow. Okay, it's going to be hard to tell, but I'm hoping you can tell. This is full. I'm going to have to set it down. I don't think I can hold this with one hand for very long because it is packed. They're going to have a frame full of honey here soon. All right, there's a peek into the Russian hive. They're big. They've gotten really, really, really big in the last couple of weeks. That's good to see. That means that when the flow starts, if it hasn't already, man, they're going to be able to get after it. I don't even think I'm going to open that up. I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. I got no problem looking down there and thinking I'm still queen right. I got no problem looking down there and thinking that I still got plenty going on just by looking at the population inside of this box and how many were busy in this box when I popped the top. Man, that is a big hive. I hope that one survives the winter. I'd like to split that thing because this started out the year as a nuke, and I was a little slightly worried. I just didn't think they were quite big enough for a nuke, but I wanted it to play out because, I like to let the bees be the bees and see how they handle it. But according to this, they are just, man, they have grown by leaps and bounds. They've got big. They're pulling in plenty of nectar, that's for sure. So wherever it's at, they know. They just need to let the carniolans know so they can start pulling some of that stuff. I'm not pulling this second box on them. I'm going to leave that one on there for them to just keep packing it away. Yeah, because, hey, they're doing it. Why not? Stay tuned. We're going to look in the survivor from last year here next. All right, here's the first box on my survivor from last year. I'm quite happy with things. Good population, it looks like. Got some work going on. I can tell I got a queen because my population's really gone up since the last time I was out here. I am going to leave the second box on this one, I think, for probably another couple of weeks. If our flow comes on here in the next couple of weeks, and it's a good one, I want to give them every opportunity to go out and get as much as they can. We'll see what happens. Then I'll just have to come out and pull off the queen excluder and leave it up to them, and we'll see what happens. All right, so the only two we got left to look at, we got our split from back in May off of the survivor hive, and then we got our, oh my goodness, what have I done, how did I get two queens in the same box emergency split. Stay tuned. All right, well, this hive's really gotten big in the last 3-4 weeks. I'm glad to see that. They're busy. I got some frames that look like they got plenty of honey going, so I'm pretty sure I'm queen right. Only because this hive population's gotten really big. And again, I'm glad to see that. I was sort of concerned with this being a split. I didn't think they got, I didn't think they made a queen quite as quick as I thought they should, but what do I know? They got their stuff together and they don't need me. I'm gonna, dang it, I don't know if I want to leave them a second box or not. I may take that box only because if the flow is on or starting soon, there's a frame here that's not drawn. The one next to it is, and I think this one has some foundation and there's wax on it, but this one has nothing on it. So my goal is for them to get one box with as much honey in as they can so they can get through winter. So that's my thing. I'm going to take that box with me, put the inner cover and the cover back on it, and we're going to then take a peek at my, oh my goodness, what have I done? I got two queens in the same box, need to make an emergency split hive. Stay tuned. Well, it's an interesting inspection today. It's good stuff though. All my hives are looking good. I wish my carniolans were a little bigger and had some brood and more nectar put away, but it is what it is. The Russians, whew, man, they're big. My survivors from last year, they're big too, really big. My split from May, doing well. My, oh my goodness, what's going on? How to get two queens in the same hive, need to do an emergency split. Doing okay. So all in all, I'm happy. I think we still got a flow to come this fall if we get one this fall. Like I said, I've seen plenty of goldenrod up north of us, on the sides of the road, and even some on the way into Rolla. So hopefully we'll get some here in the next week or so, and they can go out and start collecting some of that pollen and some of that nectar, and put away some honey for the winter time, because I'd really like to see all 5 of them make it. By the way, you can get stung under your cap. Just saying, in the back, and it smarts when they get you under the ball cap, just in case you're curious. So again, all in all, I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things are at. I got 5 hives going into winter. We'll see what happens. 3 of them are in April, so I fully expect them to make it, because they're going to be fairly insulated through the winter time. The other 2, I don't know. The Saskatraz line comes from up in Saskatchewan, Canada, that area. So they know all about cold winters, much colder than it's going to get here. So, maybe they'll make it. Now I could go out and buy 4-inch foam board and, rig some insulative boxes to put around the hives if I wanted to do that. I might, probably not, because I want them to be able to survive. And if they can survive in, 3/4 of an inch of cedar, that's what I want. I want those strong survivor bees. I say that often, and I try to drive it home because it's the truth. That's my number one goal is survivors. Honey and wax and all of those byproducts, those are all just that, byproducts. I want strong bees. I want survivor bees. I want bees that can deal with our area, the seasonal blooming and stuff, the weather patterns, all of those things. And so we'll see what happens. I'm quite happy. Hey, thanks for going along this journey with me. I'm ending year 2. I am excited to look forward to what year 3 has. Stay tuned. Be kind.